I want you to put your pencil down and look at me. That's your signal that you have your name on it and you're ready to go. So once you are complete with that, your pencil's down, your mouths are closed, and you're looking at me. Once you have your name on your sheet. So wait on a couple people. Got it? Okay, so once your pencil's down, when you have your name on it. Cool, you got it? Okay. Alright, looks like everybody's ready. Okay, so what we're going to be doing today, we are going to be doing some more practice for the ACT Aspire because it's coming up in April. I want to make sure, like I've been saying throughout this past week, I want to do everything I can to get you guys prepared. So we've done some grammar practice and we've done some writing practice, and today we're going to be focusing more on reading practice. So what you guys have in front of you is this packet, and it is a reading passage over the Statute of Liberty. It gives you the history behind the Statute of Liberty and how it came to be. So, on the front is the actual passage. It's not very long, but I will tell you it does have some French names in it, so do not get tripped up on those. They are a little hard to pronounce. And also, you're going to see on the other side, so go ahead and flip to the first page it gives you. Make sure all pages are flipping for me. You have 8 multiple choice questions about the passage. So you have some questions that will ask you about words from the passage. You have some questions that will ask about the main idea of the passage, and you want to make sure you answer all 8. But besides just marking the bubbles, you're also going to do one more thing for me. When you look back at the passage, you're going to see that the paragraphs for you have been marked and labeled. So there's a total of 6 different paragraphs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they're all marked for you. So, besides just answering the questions, we're also going to be proving, without a doubt, that, hey, this is the right answer. So, as you mark your answers, you will also put out beside the questions what paragraph you got it from, whether it's questions or paragraph 1 through 6. So, marking the answer and also marking what paragraph you got it from. Are there any questions about how to do that, what you need to do on the multiple choice? So answering and marking what paragraph you get it. Yes, Doris.
On question 1, it says the first paragraph. So do we have to put like the first paragraph on the side?
Yes, for that, when it's asking about the words, it always tells you what paragraph to look. That's okay. No, good question. Okay, so that's the first part, answering all 8 of the multiple choice. Then you will see there's actually another section for you guys. It's writing. So you're going to have 6 more questions. The first part is a timeline. It's the timeline of the events that happened, the construction of the Statue of Liberty. So you'll see the first date is 1865, and then you have boxes for other dates. You want to make sure that you fill each and every box because there are that many dates within the passage. So you want to make sure you get every single date and you fill in what happened on that date that ties to the Statue of Liberty. Any questions about the timeline? Filling that in. Okay. And then the next questions, they also will be answered from the information from the packet, and you will just make sure that you use the information to get your answers. So that is 1 through 6. And then the very last one, you have a writing prompt that pertains to this. But you are not going to be writing out a full essay, and I have specific instructions for that, so make sure you are looking at the prompt. It's the very last page. So go ahead and make sure all packets are turned to that prompt. It's the very last page. So let's look at this together. It's the very last one. Make sure you're turning to the prompt. Okay, it's like we're all there. So, most of this, like I said, is going to be reading practice. This is also a little bit of writing practice as well. So yesterday, we did some more practice with thesis statements, and now you guys are going to be writing out the introduction for this prompt. So not the whole paper, just the introduction. So looking at what you need to write about, it says, immigrants are an important part of our American heritage. Remember the importance of the Statue of Liberty, a symbol. Write about a person either from the past or still living, so they can be dead or alive, who you think possesses important character qualities and therefore should have a statue built in his or her honor. Write 3 reasons, so you want to make sure you have 3 reasons in mind why you feel like the statue should be built, or ways the person has positively affected you or others. Give specific details. So, you're just writing the intro to this. So what you want to make sure you have a hook. It only needs to be 1 to 2 sentences, and you also have a thesis saying who you pick and why. So, I'm going to give you an example of what I would do. So, my hook, I said, there have been many impactful people throughout life that deserve to be honored and recognized, and what better way than to be immortalized in statue form. So there's my hook, drawing people in. Then I said, in my opinion, I believe a statue of Rosa Parks should be built. So I make it very clear, this is who I want. I'm choosing Rosa Parks. I think she should have a statue built in her honor. Then I'm going to say my reasons. Make sure you're putting what you're going to be focusing on. I said, the main reasons why I believe this statue should be built is because Rosa Parks is a symbol, and the symbol that was listed in your passage, a symbol of courage, that's my number 1, of determination, that's 2, and then a fight for equal rights, 3, and this should be honored. So as you all do this, you make sure you have that hook and your thesis. I have highlighters at each of your desks. You have a yellow highlighter and you have a green highlighter. Once you have your introduction all written out, you want to make sure your hook is in green and also your thesis in yellow. This is just a way for you to check for yourself. Okay, yes, I have my hook because I have my green, and yes, I have my thesis, I have my yellow. So anything about that unclear, anything about what you need in your introduction. Okay, so make sure hook and thesis is highlighted. I have the directions on the whiteboard back here. So if you forget, oh, what do I have to do after I hit the multiple choice? You want to make sure that you have the paragraph written down where you got it from. And also, if you forget what colors to do, you want to make sure that your hook info is green and your thesis is yellow. Also, as you finish, make sure that you turn it in. We'll probably have a little bit of time to work on this tomorrow, but try your best to get done. And also, like I said, since I wanted to have more practice doing independent reading, there is going to be a group pool, but for the rest of you, this is going to be independent work. You're not going to be working together with someone. I want to see what you know and how you can answer these questions. So any overall questions about anything before you get started? Okay, so go ahead, read through the passage very carefully. Don't miss anything, any good information.